So, Tony, what's going on in Ottawa?
I haven't heard anything. I mean, what have you been? Yeah, no, I've been in Calgary, but I did get back yesterday, and obviously following it in my backyard, and you know what? It's something that I've been through a lot the last couple of years, like everybody else, and the biggest oxymoron I've heard is that we're all in this together, and I just think that obviously we aren't. As somebody similar to yourself, I got involved in a restaurant. Frank, we haven't talked in a while. Got involved in a restaurant. My wife's 20-plus year event company was put to a halt, and so we're dealing with a lot. But based on just this weekend's actions, I couldn't be more prouder of the truckers doing what they got to do to take care of the fringe minority, as our good friend Justin Trudeau said. So right now, seeing that convoy start in Vancouver, I saw it in Calgary and Nova Scotia. We've been so segregated the last 2 years, very divisive. Starting right from the top, this virus has really crushed us in so many ways. To start being, separating the non-essential from the essential, and then now
you're supporting the truckers' protest against the Prime Minister and the precautions that they're trying to take by making it a mandate for any truckers that are going back and forth to the United States to be vaccinated.
I think it's a bigger play than that, just the vaccination mandate.
But that's the bottom line. The fundamental foundation of their protest is that the federal government wants to mandate that if you're a trucker and you travel to the States, you have to be fully vaccinated.
That brought them, but they're also looking at dropping all the restrictions, right?
But the basis of their protest is that they do not want to be mandated by the federal government to be vaccinated if they're driving their trucks back and forth to the States.
They want all of...
I mean, that's ultimately the fundamental fact of what they're protesting, and that's what was the catalyst for this massive protest.
Yeah, but they also want everything dropped, right?
Yeah, that's fine that they want everything dropped. That's fine that they want everything dropped.
Very thought.
But they started with them. The catalyst that started this. The catalyst that started this was the mandate for if you're a trucker and you are driving back and forth to the United States, you have to be vaccinated. I mean, it's great that they expanded their repertoire, right?
Wait, yeah, no. And
ultimately, that was what started this here.
Without notice, I might add, Frank.
But it doesn't. I'm just telling you that's I disagree with you, Bill. There was a notice. This has been a crescendo for the last year when they closed the borders with going back and forth. You have to be vaccinated, or you have to have be tested back and forth.
Well, yeah, I know that, Frank, and it was set up originally involving the truckers because
it wasn't set up originally with the truckers. It was set up as this emancipated to where we are now with Omicron, and now there's another variant, and there'll be probably another fucking variant, right? They've decided that to travel back and forth to the States, that you need to be vaccinated, just like you cannot get on a plane if you're not vaccinated.
Yeah, you can't get on a train. Can't get on any.
But it's fucking pretty crazy though in Ontario. You can still get on a bus. You can get on a fucking subway.
Yep.
So Tony, here's what I'm saying. I don't live in Ottawa, but I have a lot of friends in Ottawa, as you're well aware, and they're telling me that it's been fucking crazy, where they've seen people defecate on people's lawns. They've forced their way into Salvation Army and shelters to demand food. So, I mean, I imagine that there's protesters that are there for what they believe in, and then there's the people that go to these events to cause shit.
Yeah.
Literally, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, there were definitely some incidences, and that's what you're going to get when you have tens of thousands of people, come to, to protest. Unfortunately, again, and I'm born and raised in Ottawa, so anybody who is going to damage my city, I don't condone that at all. And again, you're going to have a couple of bad apples for sure. And as I said, from an overall bringing the country together, there were some. I got to say, I got some goosebumps watching the convoy leave from Vancouver, Halifax, and arrive in my city.
Yeah, but the thing that's mind-boggling is, okay, I understand, and I saw Theo Fleury on Fox News talking about the convoy too. The thing that's mind-boggling to me is why would they destroy or sabotage Terry Fox's statue and different monuments? What does that have to do with the mandate of the virus? I mean, the mandate of the vaccine.
Right.
Absolutely.
What does that have to do with that? I'm just. Maybe I'm stupid, and maybe I don't understand what a fucking protest means, right? But I just don't get it.
Well,
I just don't get it. I mean, that whether you believe, I don't know if you're an anti-vaxxer or if you've been vaccinated or if you, I don't know what side of the fence you're on, right? But in a normal government, their job is to protect their citizens. And in most cases, to protect their citizens from themselves. So I'm just trying to understand, what the protest really is. Like I don't. Maybe I'm lost. And I understand that to be a politician, whether you're on the left, whether you're on the right, it's a hard thing to do. And most politicians, if you take a look at Boris Johnson, he's in deep shit because of his hypocrisy. England was in lockdown. Meanwhile, they were having cocktail parties, at Downing Street. So he's in deep shit. So it's tough to be a politician because if you read the book Animal Farm, it's pretty real on what politicians do, right? I don't know if you guys are familiar with the book Animal Farm.
Well, not Frank, but I know you are very familiar. But tell me about it.
Well, it's a satire on a farm, and the farmer really mistreats the animals. So the animals do a revolt, and they expel all the farmers. And the pigs, being the smarter and the leaders and the organizers of the coup, take over. So they put this big list on a wall saying that all animals are equal, and that all animals will do the same thing, and they will all share in everything. But slowly but surely, the pigs ended up being inside the house, and surely the pigs ended up sleeping on the beds, and then the pigs ended up putting the rest of the farm animals to work.
You know what, Frank? You talk about this being a protest by the truckers because of the vaccination. This is what it's disguised as. They started out this way, but then the opportunists, whoever organized things like this, jumped on board. And I don't blame
I
the
agree. I could have said it better than you. And also the opportunists, money from the GoFund where they raised $1 million in a short period of time has disappeared.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of, I was just following it this morning. I admire the way that the Ottawa police have handled it. They've told them in no uncertain terms that they want them to leave.